In this video, Russian blogger Yevgenia Hoffman burns her Russian passport, after which Ekaterina Mizulina, who is in charge of controlling the internet in Russia, said that she had done it allegedly in support of the Ukrainian armed forces. As a result, Hoffman was questioned by the police. In her defense, the blogger said that the passport was invalid, but she did not explain why she burned it.
Yevgenia Hoffman has been placed under house arrest for a month. Until February 3rd, she will stay in Dyatkovo, Bryansk region, in her mother's flat at her place of registration. From the Telegram channel MASH.
Repressions in Russia are only getting tougher. The results of Putin's dictatorial rule in 2023 are the new law recognizing LGBT as an extremist organization, criminal cases against lawyers of oppositionist Alexei Navalny, filmmaker Yevgenia Berkovich, and artist Sasha Sachilenko.
The number of professions and social ties that are becoming unsafe is growing. What is the logic of the authorities here? I think that one of the strategies is the absence of a strategy, the desire to show that there is no logic. And this way the authorities make it clear that absolutely anyone can be reached. Their goal is to spread fear. Ilya Nuzov, Eastern Europe and Central Asia Desk Director for the International Federation for Human Rights, in an interview with Sibir Reali.
On December 25th, Vladimir Putin signed a law on sentencing up to 15 years in prison for so-called discrediting Russian National Guard volunteers. In March, the authorities adopted a similar law concerning volunteer associations within the Ministry of Defense. The article on treason has also been toughened, increasing the term to life imprisonment. The maximum term for sabotage was also increased from 15 to 20 years.
People were simply intimidated. They stopped taking to the streets. However, compared to last year, there are many more cases under articles on fakes, on discrediting the army, on justifying terrorism, and so on. These are articles under which people face real sentences. As for treason cases, they help the Russian authorities to support illegal actions against a neighboring state. Ilya Nuzov, Eastern Europe and Central Asia Desk Director for the International Federation for Human Rights, in an interview with Sibir Reali.
But it is still not possible to tighten the screws. Anti-war sentiments are growing in Russia. Relatives of mobilized soldiers are demanding that their husbands, sons and fathers return home. However, they do not dare to protest openly.
The path of each of us is very short and can break off at any moment. There is no time. Each of you may not make it in time. Maria, wife of a dead Russian soldier, in an interview with Tochka.
Experts predict that the number of war victims will reach such a level that people will protest collectively, dissatisfaction will grow, and the actions of Russian authorities will become tougher.
The masses of people who are educated are very sensitive, those who understand what is going on, but they keep silent under the pressure of special services and the threat of negative consequences. But when the question of another wave of mobilization from 600,000 to 1 million becomes an issue, it will affect the whole country. Russians will be drafted not only on the outskirts, but also in Moscow and St. Petersburg.
According to OVD Info, since the beginning of the war, police in Russia have detained more than 19,000 people for anti-war speeches. In 2023, sentences for the so-called fakes about the Russian army increased by a third, while the number of treason cases increased by almost 4 times compared to the same period in 2022. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Victoria Smirnova, UATV News.